Nancy Pelosi, longtime Democratic leader and speaker, announces she's actually stepping down. We have some of that speech. Here it is.
My friends, no matter what title you all, my colleagues, have bestowed upon me, speaker, leader, whip, there is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution. And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect. And I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility.
All right. There's no ambiguity about my feelings in reference to Leader Pelosi. I have been critical of her at times, and I have actually praised some of her actions at times. We appreciate her leadership. I do agree it is time for her to move on along with a few other Democrats so the new leadership can come in. Here's the reality. Many of them, I'm talking about corporate Democrats at large, they are compromised in ways that we probably would never comprehend. They have connections and relationships that we will never be exposed to. The new generation that I hope she's referring to connects back to progressive policies in this country and specifically inside of their caucus. If it is not progressive leadership, then you get the same dynamic in a different body. We need not only new bodies, we need a new protocol. We need new leadership. This is going to spark, obviously, a significant transition in the leadership. But let's be clear, this was in discussion for years. As a matter of fact, according to members of Congress that I know personally, she basically negotiated her way back in during the last opportunity, and this was the last chance to prove that she could hold the numbers, and she did not. All right, we'll see what happens next. Jordan, thoughts here?
You know, I can't say I'm surprised. She mentioned when she ran again in early 2017, after Trump won, that she would be the best person to guide Democrats during his administration and then for the next several years. This is kind of when people expected her to step down. And I think the attack on her husband just was the final straw for her. It's a difficult job, and when you make things personal like that, and unfortunately violent, I can't imagine anyone would want to stay in that position. I am worried though about who replaces her. We don't have a clear picture yet, but some signs point to Hakeem Jeffries, who is younger and has co-sponsored some progressive pieces of legislation. But I think time will show that he's going to offer some of the same leadership and approaches that Pelosi has. For instance, he started a PAC called Team Blue PAC, and that was with Josh Gottheimer. And they did this as Josh Gottheimer was blocking Build Back Better, like one of the president's key legislative priorities. And their whole purpose was to block progressive challengers, to help corporate Democrats stay in power. So I'm deeply worried. If it's him, I want to see what he does, how he leads, what he prioritizes. But I'm worried with a guy like him who 4% of his campaign donations are from individual donors and the rest is all institutional and special interests. I'm a little bit worried about where things could go.
Yeah, I think that's well said. Hopefully we get a fighter at the end of this, but we shall see. Okay.